One, it's Dee Dee. I am on my husband's tablet. I really don't know. I haven't used this tablet in like forever, so I'm not sure. It seems to flash a lot. I don't know what that means. It's fully charged, so I'm not sure why it would be flashing, but it is. I woke up this morning after a very no snooze. It's good for me to get to bed around 9:30, 10 o'clock. I feel really good in the morning. I feel like I got enough sleep. I lose the weight, always a plus. Yeah. So, it's morning, and I am, as always, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I love mornings. I'm wide awake in the morning. It takes me a few minutes to get acclimated to getting up usually. Mornings are my thing. Nights are not. I am not good at night at all. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Life by the River. Hi, Boo-Boos. Hi, everybody. Hi. I shouted out to Hillary because it's she who recommended I take 2 days off in a week, not just one. And I think that was a good idea for me. I need those extra days in the week off. I do. I work hard during the week, and sometimes I don't realize how hard I work. I want to show you my progress thus far of my weight loss. No, I do not have under clothing on. I just got dressed this morning, so sorry about that, but I just wanted to show you the belly mostly. Ignore the rest, hopefully. I don't know if you can see, but there's just like a little bit down here that still needs to go, and it will go. It will. I'm just being vulnerable. Yes, I know everybody want to see all that. Yeah, I know. I don't even want to see all that, but it's there. It's what it is. And I wanted to let you know that the high fat, low carb is working for someone such as I. And the thing is, nothing else has really worked for me. Thank you. Oh, thanks about the necklace. I know, I love this necklace too. You never know what you're going to get in somebody's move out junk, you know? So I'm glad it... Aw. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you. Thank you. That's nice of you to say. I'm a lovely person. People that really get to know me usually like me. Unless they're just evil-hearted people that want to pick at everything, you know, and point fingers and judge unfairly and stuff like that. But most people that get up close and personal with me find me really fun. They think I'm a fun person. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I like to be goofy. I like to say off-the-wall stuff sometimes. I think I'm fun. I enjoy my company, like I said. I really like being in my mind and in my body. But I don't like putting people down around me because they're not me. And if I feel like I'm going to do that, I stay away from those people. Because I don't want to become narcissistic. I don't want to act narcissistic towards people. Yeah, I try to be fun. I try. I always have something going. That's the thing about me. If somebody said, well, describe yourself, I always have something going on, whether it's a diet, a hobby, cleaning to do. Like today, I'm going to work on getting that front room in the shed cleaned out. Because Matthew has been figuring out ways to hook up our hose, so at least I can wash laundry in our machine. Yeah, it's going to be washed with water that's not the best, but at least it'll be washed. I guess maybe I'm hoping the detergent will solve the problem of the nasty water. I don't know. I used to wash my clothes out in the washing machine in the shed, so I might be able to do that again. We'll see. I might have to get one of those screens that automatically closes and hang it in the doorway while I'm doing laundry so that we don't have bugs in there flying in, because you do have to leave the door open because the hose will not fit, I don't think, under the door. It's a real tight space between the ground and the bottom of the door. So I might have to do that. I don't know. I'll have to rig something up, or maybe stick it through a window. But I think the window's towards the back that I would have to stick it through. I mean, the other one has an air conditioner in it. The one in our bedroom. So I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I'm gonna get that front room cleaned. That's all I know. I need to go through boxes. I need to get rid of stuff again. Dump it on the burn pile. Matthew loves burning stuff, so perfect. We'll just let him burn away. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Ooh, yeah, he can have a Disco Inferno in the driveway here. He enjoys that, so just let him have his enjoyment. I don't know. I'm looking forward to today. I woke up this morning feeling very happy. As I said, thank you, Hill. Thank you for speaking a little bit of truth there, saying, Dee Dee, you need a couple days off, not just one. You're right. As long as I'm making that 150 mark, heck, that's like $150 to $200 a week. 2, 4, 6. That's $800 a month. I'm going to be sitting pretty. And even if it's a little bit less than that, $600, $700 a month is still sitting pretty. So I can still pay my bills and have maybe a little bit extra left over. Good morning, Kim. Okay, see you, boo-boos. Have a great day. Enjoy your work day. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna get that front room cleaned. I was watching, I always forget what her name is. She's the declutter lady. She's got blonde hair. I think she's from Canada. She's making her own TV show, I found out. Maybe it's already made. I don't know how I am on timing wise, because I haven't watched her like religiously, but she talks about how people are ladybugs or crickets or something. I can't remember. But she's got one of my favorite channels. She's on my favorite list, and I've been watching her. She has been very inspirational in like getting me to label things and have a home for each item. She's awesome. Yeah, it's good to have everybody in here that's in here and have you stop in even if you got to leave. Thank you. Hey, good morning, Judy. So yeah, that's the plan. Front room cleaning, and I gotta have my devotions always to start out my day. I actually talked to you before my devotions today, but I told God I would make sure I read my devotions with Matthew later from my Aramaic Bible. So I'll do that. Yesterday's were good about pulling the splinter out of your own eye, or the board out of your own eye, so you could see to clear the splinter out of your brother's eye, that kind of thing. Yeah, that was good. I don't know what today's reading is. I'll find out when I read it, I guess. I am going to work on a Safe People reading today, since I don't have to work. And it's a really weird feeling, Hillary, not having to work for a day. I think that's why at first it seemed like I fought you on it a little bit, because I was like, what? Not getting up and sitting at the computer and talking to these lovely people all over the world? Really? On a weekday? Yeah, what a thought. It's nice having Monday off. People hate Mondays. Monday is known as the bane of existence of workers all around the world. You know? It's Monday. More jokes have been made about Monday being the dreaded day of the week than any I've ever heard, I swear. It's just like, you can hear it anywhere you go. Oh, don't bother me, it's Monday, you know. I'm tired, it's Monday. I haven't had my coffee yet, it's Monday, you know. Monday. So why not take Monday off today? Why not? Then I don't have to worry about it being Monday. Not that ever really affected me. I would go, when I worked in the school, I would come in with a big smile on my face and a pep in my step. They'd be like, good morning, Miss Colbert. Good morning, how are you? I'm ready to start a new day. And everybody would be like, oh, it's Monday. It's another day. Not to me. It was another day of a new week to impart into these students how to behave, how to do their English, how to do their math, their history, their science, whatever. That's just how I was. Maybe it's because I wasn't an actual teacher. I don't know. But, yeah, I always went in on Mondays with a good attitude. But, yeah, at home, working from home and working at all from home on any day, you get in this routine, and that's what I would call it, a routine. Get up, read your devotions, have your coffee if you're going to have coffee. Get on the computer, wonder who's going to come up first. Oh boy, that guy really took a long time to talk. Really kind of boring. Blah, blah, blah. Not today. Not today. Today is relaxing. Relaxing. Yes, I am a natural born teacher, I'm pretty sure. No, I don't have a limit. I do have to watch, like, paying taxes, though, and stuff. I have to make sure I pay taxes on this. So I have to take in my taxes to H&R Block. Good morning, Peggy Lewis. Hello, new person. And she's going to help me figure out how much to take out. So I make sure I'm paying on it right away. Oh, you were Sapphire Life. Oh, okay. Well, hi, Peggy. I'm very sorry. I know I saw you come in at the end of my live yesterday, and we didn't really get to talk much. Something, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm not a night person. Like, I mean, really not a night person. 9 o'clock comes around, I'm ready to head for the bed. By 9:30 for sure, where's the bed? You know, it's like 8:30. Oh, I'm feeling kind of tired. 9 o'clock. Oh my gosh, it's 9 o'clock. I really need a bed soon. 9:30. Where's my bed? 10 o'clock. Whoa, lady, you pushed it way too much. 11 o'clock. Now you've gone and done it. Now you're going to get a second wind and you won't be able to sleep. Yeah, I don't go there. I have to make sure that my sleep time is steady. I have to be in bed by no later than 10 o'clock, 10:30 at the latest for me. And that's pushing it. But 10 o'clock is my bedtime. If you see that it's getting to 9 o'clock and I'm not winding down yet, then there's something wrong with Dee Dee. Morning, Tracker 3. Because Dee Dee goes to bed at 10. It's just how it is. I'm almost 53 years old. I've started doing this for a while now. I think into my 30s, I started feeling tired at night, which is actually a good thing. You should feel tired at night. Your body was made to sleep at night. Now, if you work third shift, there's no hate or shade thrown your way. I understand. Some people like working third shift. They make it work. For me personally, I don't believe that God meant for us to work third shift. So if you do, that's between you and him. And if it's working, more power to you. For me, no. Nope. And anybody I talk to, I tell them, don't do it. Don't work third shift. Your body is not geared for that. Society makes it so that we have to work third shift sometimes. Because we have to have everything bigger, better, faster, more efficient, etc. We do it. You know, we have to do it sometimes. I can't. I did it one day. One day. And I couldn't figure out which end was up for the next 2 weeks. I can't do it. Nope. Circadian rhythm says nighttime, sun goes down, eyes go closed. Just how it is. And it stands to reason. To me, sun down, no light, eyes closed when there's no light. Why would you be up when there's no light? To me, it just seems logical. And then, sun comes up, eyes open, light. It's just logical. I don't know. I don't get this trying to stay up once it's dark. I don't know. It's just me. Just my opinion. Don't hate the messenger or whatever they say. I just don't think it's right to work third shift. Most people I know that work third shift, yes, it's hard on the body and the mind, and they can tell you whatever they want to tell you. A lot of them have a lot of health problems too. So if they don't, hey, then they're super people. Super. You can overcome the circadian rhythm balance. Congratulations. Not me. Not doing it. Okay, so I'm outside of the swing now. Trying to see where the best lighting is to film. I'm not going to be talking a whole lot because I got stuff to do. Yeah, true, Kim. You got to sleep. Got to sleep. All right. Also, working third shift is not notorious for being helpful with weight loss. If you are obese or have a weight loss problem, it kind of goes against it, impedes it, hampers it, inhibits it, whatever you want to call it. Just from what I know and what I've studied and researched, they don't recommend working third shift if you're trying to lose weight. All right, so I am coming over to the car to show you my beautiful cat, Meet Me, who can't seem to stay out of getting scratched up underneath the barn or wherever it is she runs to. But her fur is starting to grow in again on certain sides of her face. Meech. Except that side, she got that all banged up a little bit. Problem of having indoor-outdoor cats. We try to keep them in and they meow, meow, meow and scratch at the darn door all night. And then we can't sleep. So unfortunately, for now until it gets colder, they will be indoor-outdoor cats. Yeah, Meech me. Hi, honey. Good morning. I didn't know you were awake. I was letting you sleep and wake up on your own. But I am borrowing your tablet, honey, just to see how it works. And because my phone was deader than a doornail. Okay, I'm trying to read your comments. Yeah, I know, Pixie. What I'm saying is... And I get it, doctors, nurses, yeah, they gotta work third shift sometimes because people get hurt at night. I think, I wonder though, Pixie Sticks, how people did it years ago when there was no third shift, like in Jesus' day. How did they do that? People didn't work third shift. Believe me, they didn't. So if somebody got sick or hurt or whatever, I guess one person or two people or whatever just got up and took care of them. They didn't have a full third shift working crew. So there was something different about it years ago before they developed this third shift assembly line in hospitals or whatever. Not saying there shouldn't be people that wake up and go to the call, but and cops, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, just my opinion. I think there's a way around it. If everybody took turns in shifts, we wouldn't have to have third shift. Okay, off to work, Lee goes. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Lee. Have a good day. Somebody is back. Hazel is back. Welcome back, Hazel. Ah, yes, we need our semi-repair people. But years ago, there were no semis. That was my point. I am an idealist, remember this. I like the way things worked simply back in the Stone Age. I'm weird like that, but that's why I have the opinions I do. I'm not saying they're popular opinions. They're just my opinions. Yeah. Right, exactly. I mean, they've proven what I'm saying, so. I'm just glad I don't have to do it. I'm glad I don't have to work third shift, because I couldn't do it. But hats off to those that do. I don't recommend it, like I said, if you're trying to lose weight, trying to stay healthy. Yeah, Matthew did thirds, and it about killed him. Health-wise. He didn't eat right, he didn't sleep right, and he wasn't in the best of spirits. Tired all the time, never feeling like he got enough sleep, and now has sleep problems because of it. So, like I said, if you can do it, and it's working for you, more power to you, just not the ideal. And I think if more people worked together, taking turns, taking care of people, we wouldn't have to do third shift. So, anyhow, enough on third shift before people get mad. Probably already did. Oh well. Duty doesn't have popular opinions. Hi, Meech. Meech me, Meech me. I was watching this video this morning about this guy that saved a goose, a baby goose, and how he was running his boat and this goose was like flying alongside of it. He had his hand out and this goose was just like flying on the side of the boat, using the boat wind to pick up the wind current to fly on. It was cute. I love animals, as you know. Yeah, Meech. Your poor face, Meech. You need to really let your face go, Meech. Yeah. Hi, Sumi. Yes, it's very beautiful out today. Here, I'll give you another look at the other side of the beauty. That's the next door neighbor. Some trees and greenery. It's beautiful and blue out today near me. See the sky? It's so blue. It's going to be a hot one. Hot, hot, hot. It's even beautiful in the winter here, honestly. I think we all are doing pretty good today, Sumi. I'm doing good. I can't speak for other people. You know, it's weird being a human sometimes. Because we're not supposed to speak for other people, but yet we're supposed to acknowledge other people, and we're supposed to care about other people and notice other people. And there's such a fine line between that. Because some people want to be really noticed and other people want to be hidden and don't draw attention to me, you know. It's hard to know sometimes how much attention to give people and how much is fair to say that you like yourself, because then people call you vain if you like yourself too much, you know. Life is just weird. It's hard to figure it all out for me. It always has been. I never really fit in with my family. I was always different. I always did things differently. I still do. Even my children always thought I was kind of eccentric. I am. I'm very eccentric. I really march to the beat of my own drum. Here's Teddy Bear. And maybe that's why sometimes I like just, can you sing Shout to the Lord to start our day? Yes, I will. Maybe that's why I am the way I am. I just like being different. Yeah, true, Hazel. We shouldn't care what people think. I will sing Shout to the Lord. Valerie, was it you that kept asking me to sing Shout to the Lord? And I didn't have a voice, so I couldn't do it? Yeah, he's all good. I know. Oh, your dad. I thought you meant God. You told me to sing Shout to the Lord. I thought you meant God is all good. Well, he is too. I sang it the one time you asked. Okay. Alright, yeah, I can sing it. I will... wonder if my phone is charged enough to have some background music to it. I can sing it without music too. Acapella? You want it acapella, Valerie? No offense to anybody that does not believe in God. I start my day with God anyways, so if you don't believe in him, you don't believe in him. That's your business. I believe in him. And if it wasn't for him, I would not be sitting here talking to you. So I'm going to give him honor and praise. Acapella, okay. My Jesus, my Savior, Lord, there is none like you. All of my days, I want to praise the wonders of your mighty love. My comfort, my shelter, tower of refuge and strength. Let every breath, all that I am, never cease to worship you. Shout to the Lord, all the earth, let us sing. Power and majesty, praise to the King. Mountains bow down and the seas will roar at the sound of your name. I sing for joy at the work of your hand. Forever I'll love you, forever I'll stand. Nothing compares to the promise I have in you. Nothing compares to the promise I have. Nothing compares to the promise I have. Nothing compares to the promise I have in you. There you go. Shout out to Valerie there for that song. Whoop whoop. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Praise God. Praise God, praise God. I only have the voice I have because of him. Hi, boy. My Carmy boy. My baby boy with the waggy tail. Hi, guy. My beautiful kitties sunning themselves without sun in the morning on the boards. Oh, don't bite me. Are you kicking me? Why are you kicking me? What? What, guy? What's the matter? You got itches? I know, we gotta get you some flea and tick treatment. As soon as I can get to the vet, I will, buddy. I promise. Alright, I'm going into the shed. Into the shed house. Into the house. Sounds like I'm hearing myself talk. Yep. Little sneaky Matthew's been watching me on his computer. Hold on. As soon as I need to mute this. I will, buddy. I promise. Alright, I'm going into the... Okay, I don't like hearing stereo of my talking. Alright, there we go.
You mute my computer?
I did, because I don't want to hear myself echo, honey. One of me is enough.
Life is not always about what you want.
Alright, this is a nice little tablet.
You can have it. $100.
I'm not paying for it. I live with you, honey. The money we make is our money, honey.
No wiping off of the kisses. It is rude and it hurts.
It hurts?
Yes, it hurts the female when you wipe off her slobbery mess. So
Valerie is proud of you, honey.
That's why you do it when they're not looking. Or you probably shouldn't tell them about it.
Valerie is proud of you.
But what?
Did you have a fat bomb this morning?
I totally forgot we had them, man. Now I gotta walk all the way back out there.
I had a fat bomb this morning. Those are delicious. I'm gonna make more of those suckers. They weren't hard to make. I need to get some almond butter though. Sesame seed butter or something. Not sesame. Sunflower seed butter. I'm taking my vitamins. Took my Synthroid. Stay healthy, you know. Takes forever to chew these gummies. So today is trying to stick between 20 and 30 grams of carbs. So I might do some deviled eggs, I think, for lunch with a salad. That's what I'm leaning towards. Probably going to skip breakfast altogether, do some intermittent fasting, maybe have some coffee after I'm done cleaning the front room. That will be my reward. Some bulletproof coffee. Because I'm wide awake. I don't need any coffee right now at all. I might just do my devotional right now while I'm online, so I don't have to get offline. And you'll get to hear what the Aramaic Bible sounds like instead of just like the regular King James. Like I said on my other video, the guy that sent me this Bible, this New Testament years ago, his name was Victor Alexander. Believed that Jesus spoke in Aramaic, which I believe he did too. And so he translated the New Testament into Aramaic, like the language of Jesus' day. So those of you that are not religious, as you say, or don't believe in Jesus or God or Yeshua or any of those people or beings, then you might want to leave now. What?
Did you take my headphones?
Possible? Probably in the bed somewhere.
My nice, pink, beautiful.
Yeah, I think I probably did. They're probably in the bed somewhere, honey. Hang on, y'all. I gotta grab headphones for a minute.
No, you didn't.
I didn't? There's some in the drawer.
They fell.
Oh, okay. So, gotcha.
Okay, maybe the more purple right there.
So I guess I will read Matthew chapter 8 from the Aramaic version of the Bible. You guys can chat amongst yourselves if the Bible is offensive to you. Just ignore me. But this is the only way I'm going to get my devotions done because I'm enjoying talking to you so much. And then I have to go clean that front room. I want to go clean that front room. I am choosing to clean the front room today and get it totally cleaned out. Because there's no reason not to. It's not that complicated. I'm just making it bigger in my mind than it actually is. Like we do sometimes. So Matthew chapter 8, Then as he came down from the mountain, great crowds came out to him, and behold, a leper came and worshipped him and said, My Lord, if it is your will, you can cleanse me. And Jesus extended his hand and touched him and said, It is my will, be cleansed. And in that very hour the leper was cleansed. And Jesus told him, Look, tell not one human being, except go show yourself to the high priest and offer the sacrifice that Moses commanded in testimony. And as Jesus entered Capernaum, there came to him a centurion begging him. And he said, My Lord, my boy is laid up in the house, bedridden and suffering badly. Jesus told the centurion, I will come and heal him. The centurion replied and said, My Lord, I am not worthy to have you enter under my roof, except just say a word, and my boy will be healed. For I am a man who's subject to authority also. And there are soldiers under my command, and I say to this one, Go, and he goes, and to the other, Come, and he comes, and to my servant, Do this, and he does it. As Jesus heard this, he showed wonder, and said to his followers, Amen, I am telling you, not even in Israel I found such faith. I am telling you, however, many will come from the east and the west, and will dine with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the children of the kingdom will go out gazing at darkness, and there will be crying and gnashing of teeth. And Jesus told that centurion, Go, according to your faith you shall receive. And his boy was healed in that very hour. I'm going to stop there. I don't always read the whole thing, so I'm going to stop there on that verse. And I was thinking, I sometimes will read and then ponder what the verses mean. And I was sitting here thinking to me in my little shed house. And back then, if I lived in a little shed house, I probably would have been that person that said, Whoa, don't come back to my house. Because, like, I don't live in a real house here. I have 2 rooms, working on the 3rd one. but they don't really look exactly like a house, so I'm not worthy for you to come to my house. And yet, that's the very person Jesus picked to go to. Ah, yes, Matthew has to do his sugar before he eats anything. Thank you, Valerie. Honey? Colbert.
What?
Did you do your sugar today yet?
I just woke up, Laura.
Okay, I'm just saying, don't eat the fat bomb till you do your sugar.
Don't eat my fat lump, don't eat my sugar.
You know what I mean.
Ah!
Valerie was the one you can thank for that, because I almost forgot about it.
I know, so I know.
We love our people in here.
Job.
Oh, he's filling out a job thing. Good boy. We like our Matthew when he does right. We like him anyway. Anyways, yeah, I might have been that unworthy person feeling like Jesus couldn't come to my house. Because back then, this shed house would have been seen as the lowest of the lows, you know? Still is by some people. You're living in a shed. Well, you might want to go on YouTube, because nowadays we got media, and see the people that turned the shed into the house, which is what we're kind of trying to do here. It's just a longer process because we don't have all kinds of money to do it right away. Those people obviously had lots of money to do, you know, what they did. So, thank you, Petunia. Thank you. So yes, I think the majority of my carbs will come from the egg salad that I'm making, and maybe more fat bombs that I'm going to be making, because those suckers are good. Oh my gosh, I'm going to figure out how to make some cheesecake fat bombs. Those will be it. I'm telling you, those will be the it of the day. The peanut butter chocolate ones taste like Reese peanut butter cups. I swear to you guys, if you love Reese peanut butter cups and you can't get enough of them, but you're trying to lose weight, do the peanut butter chocolate, cacao powder, whatever, fat bombs. Same thing. Almost exactly the same. No, they are exactly the same taste as a Reese peanut butter cup. Sorry, Reese's, I'm putting you out of business. And I think if I can transition my mind, and hopefully Matthew's, over to all of our desserts being sugar-free, all of them. No cakes coming in the house anymore. No cookies coming in the house, unless it says sugar-free on the label. I think we can both get our health under control, get our weight manageable, and down to what it should be. I think we could do it. I really think we could do it. Because the thing is, we are without excuse anymore, because there are sugar-free cakes, there's sugar-free cookies, sugar-free pudding, sugar-free ice cream, sugar-free, you know, fat bombs. I didn't put any sugar in those fat bombs, y'all. None. All I put was stevia. And they even say don't eat a lot of stevia because that stimulates that sweet craving thing that goes on. Which is true. I believe that. The only sugar I really have, like when I'm doing keto or doing low carb, is the cream in my coffee. And that's not going anywhere, because that cream, I like that creamer, that sweet taste in my coffee. I could do like straight cream with stevia. I could do that too, and a little bit of vanilla for flavoring, or orange, or whatever flavoring you want. I could do that. It's just that cream doesn't last very long, and it starts getting sour and nasty, and then I don't want to use it. So the creamers, the chemical ones, you know, Coffee Mate and all that stuff. Even my daughter on keto uses creamers. I don't drink coffee every single day, but when I do drink it, I like that creamer in my coffee. I like those flavored creamers. And by the time I have that coffee and, you know, go throughout my day, I'm burning that off anyways. So I don't really worry about that too much. So we're talking about diabetes apparently in the text, and I don't want to be talking about something totally different while y'all are discussing diabetes. So I will discuss that with you too. The one cause of diabetes that everybody knows now, thanks to scientific research, is eating too much sugar. I'm not saying that you may not be predisposed to it because of family members and stuff, but if you're not predisposed to it, or even if you are, I guarantee you, if you're eating a diet high in sugar, you are more likely to join the crowd of your family and end up with diabetes. I was pre-diabetic before I started losing the weight. You know all those pictures I showed you of me looking like the broadside of a barn, standing next to my ex-husband or sitting on that tractor and stuff? I was pre-diabetic. I had high blood pressure. I was a heart attack waiting to happen, a stroke waiting to happen. That's why I lost the weight, because it scared the heck out of me. Not being able to breathe, not being able to catch my breath, not being able to do the things I needed to do. Just getting out of bed was exhausting. Trying to tie my shoes, oh, forget it. I couldn't even reach my foot. There's too much flubber in the way, too much fat. No, I can't go back to that. I couldn't. The high fat, low carb is working for me. It usually works for most people, is what they're finding out. Better than any other diet out there. So what you'll find out is Weight Watchers and Nutrisystem and all those other diet plans are starting to realize this, and they will have a high fat, low carb plan, or a what they call a what's it called, paleo diet, or Atkins type diet, or just HFLC diet. So Matthew only has to do one shot a day with his pen, according to his doctor, for right now, till they can figure out if they need to adjust higher or lower on the insulin. He just started back on his insulin shots, so he's only doing one shot a day. In the morning he checks his blood sugar, and then after his midday meal, which is our only meal usually, we don't eat breakfast, we have a later lunch, and he checks his blood sugar after that and takes his insulin. So look at that, honey. Sue does 4 shots a day.
I used to have to.
He used to do that. He lost a bunch of weight. That's one reason he was able to get off a lot of the insulin. But then it started taking a toll on his blood sugars. His A1C went way the heck up there. So now they put him back on one shot of insulin. They're going to monitor. We got his little chart right here that I do every day with him. We bring this to the doctor with us in 3 weeks, I think. And then they will determine where to go from here. They also did a kidney test on him. I think a liver test too, but I'm not sure. I know at least the kidney test. He should be getting results from that back today, right, honey?
Yeah.
He'll be getting results from that back today to make sure that the diabetes has not messed up his kidneys and hasn't started kidney disease or some kind of problem. So we'll find out about that today. Hopefully, good report. We don't want any bad news, you know. But if there is anything we need to work on, we'll know then. So yeah, this new clinic that opened up is awesome. I'm so glad we transferred care to there. My doctor was okay. I've had him for years, but this place is closer. We can take a bus if we need to. We could technically walk if we wanted a good long walk, and it wasn't super hot out. We could ride our bikes. Not sure what kind of condition my bike is in. It's really hard to pedal, I know that. Matthew rides his bike lots of places, but it's way closer to our house, so it's just a win-win for us. And they're just super nice there and super thorough. They make sure they check it all. So when I went to the Express Care Clinic, which is close to it, they listened to my neck, because I told them my grandmother had an aneurysm, and my mom taught me always have them take out the stethoscope and listen to your neck for what's called a bruit. If they hear a bruit, that means you have a blood clot, which can cause an aneurysm. So every time I go to the doctor, I tell them to listen for that bruit on both sides of my neck. So they did that. Even in the Express Care place, they did that. So I was really impressed, because a lot of them are like, oh, you don't need to do that. You don't have a bruit. You're fine. You're too young to have those kind of problems. And they'll argue with you. But nope, they listen to me. So. Oh, wow, Sue. So anyway, I am no longer pre-diabetic because of the weight that I lost. But I was coming dangerously close to being a diabetic. And therefore, I know in my case, not in all cases, but in my case, there was a way to prevent becoming diabetic, which was Get the diet under control. Get the weight under control. My mom told me my uncle is diabetic. Both of my uncles. My auntie is diabetic, I think, one of them. There's quite a few people in the family that are diabetic. I'm not sure all of which ones they are. But when it hits that close to home, you really kind of wake up and listen. And she always was on me about my weight. You look terrible. You need to lose the weight. Not to be mean, but just because I see danger up ahead. I see health problems up ahead. So I eventually decided to find whatever that diet was that worked for me. And keto or low carb is the thing that's working for me. And I think will work for just about anybody that can do it. It's not hard. I would say out of the whole time I've been doing it, which was, at the beginning of May, I think, the hardest days were the first 3 days. And I'm just going to keep on doing it. I'm going to keep on going forward till I get down to that goal weight. And the thing is, you don't deprive yourself. So it's not like you're telling yourself in the back of your mind, man, I can't wait till I'm done doing this dieting so I could go back to eating the cake and the cookies. And, I do eat the cake and the cookies when I want to on my high carb day. And then I feel like garbage and say, why did you eat that cake or so much of that cake? I can have a piece of cake. I had a piece of cake yesterday and still stayed moderate carb all day, which was great. I can still have whatever the heck I want. I just don't have it in the volumes that the body tends to crave it. And you don't crave if you're doing low carb or keto. You automatically do not crave it. You just eat it because, oh, wow, that piece of cake looks good. I think I'll eat it. But it's not like, oh, my God, I got to have sugar, like it was when I was hypoglycemic. I don't have hypoglycemic episodes anymore. Not at all. It used to be I could not go without breakfast till lunch because I'd be shaking and panicking. And I don't know if my daughter ever went back on keto. She never told me whether she did or not. We were supposed to be in a contest, and every time I talked to her, she'd say, no, somebody died in the family, or someone died that was a friend, or something happened. Our house flooded, our basement flooded, not our house, but our basement flooded. So no, or it's been a bad week, Mom. Can't explain. It was always something. So I don't know if she ever really went back on it, but I was like, well, okay, I'm staying on it because it's working for me, and I'm the one that has to live in this body. I'm the one that would have to go through chemo and painful testing and all that stuff. I'm the one living here in this shell. So I'd rather just be, going forward with what I know is working and keeping me healthy. So that's what I've been doing. Just not basing my weight loss on somebody else or whether they're doing what they want to do or not. I'm doing it for me. Doing it for me and for my husband. So he has a wife around longer. I am 17 years older than my husband. So obviously by logic, people would say, well, you're probably going to die before he does. Not necessarily. Depends. I mean, who knows? I may be around longer. I may be around less time. I have no idea. But I'm doing everything I can to live as long as I can, as healthy as I can. Because I figure as long as God keeps giving me breath in my lungs and light in my eyes every morning, I'm going to make sure during those days that I am at my utmost. I am at my healthiest. I am doing healthy habits to help me enjoy those moments and those hours and those minutes that He's given me. I don't want to be sickly and laying in a hospital bed if He allows me to have many, many days on this earth. I'd rather have those days be enjoyable than miserable and suffering if I can avoid that and prevent it. Some things you can't prevent. I realize that. But I think the majority for me, I don't know why I've been so blessed. I have been to have good health. I'm not going to be the one to destroy my health. If something happens that something comes along and bites me in the butt, some kind of health issue or whatever, I'm going to know that I did everything I could for the rest of the situation in my body to keep it as healthy and as much in longevity as possible. That's the way I see it. But I can't prevent every, thing from creeping up on me. I'm rarely ever sick, where I have a fever and I'm in bed, coughing, vomiting. That's not me. I don't get sick. For one thing, as soon as I get a sniffle or a sore throat, I'm hitting the KNT. I am. Hitting the cayenne pepper, the capsaicin, which is in the pepper, will kick any germ out of your body fast, like cold germs and stuff. At least for me it does. So I'm hitting the cayenne tea as soon as I notice anything off. And it has worked so far. I went through 2 years at a school. I think I was sick maybe once or twice. And it wasn't like debilitating illness that I was so sick I couldn't move. It was just, the congestion, the yuck throat, the sneezing, coughing, that kind of thing. Interestingly enough, every one of the staff members there, except maybe a few, ended up having flu shots. And almost every one of the staff members there that had the flu shots ended up with the flu or a cold or sick in some way. I did not. And I refused that darn flu shot. I'm refusing all shots. Another reason to work from home. I don't have to get shots. I don't believe in vaccines. I did not vaccinate my youngest daughter at all, period. She's never had a vaccine in her life. She's the healthiest of all 4 of my children. Rarely ever gets sick. She did have whooping cough and mono. Her body fought them off naturally. It was scary. It's not fun hearing somebody have whooping cough. It's terrifying. They're gasping for breath. It's the most awful thing. But her body fought it off. And yeah, I went through this whole thing of maybe I should have gotten her that DTP, MMR, or whatever the frick shots those are. Maybe I should have done it. The pertussis shot. Maybe I should have given it to her and she wouldn't have whooping cough. And maybe if I gave it to her, she'd have it worse. Who knows? But she fought it off. She's alive. She's 19, going on 20 on the 21st of this month. And so, yeah, the rest is history. It worked for me. Maybe it won't work for everybody, but the anti-vaccine stand I have remains and will remain till the day I breathe my last breath. Now, if I stepped on a rusty nail or knelt on a rusty nail and I had tetanus, you darn right I would get a tetanus shot. I don't have a problem with that. But as far as these preventive vaccines, no. Not in my body. You're not putting toxins. Not happening. Okay, so anyway, that's me. That's my deal. That's how I feel about it. Okay, anyhow, I don't know what time it is. What time is it? 8:17. Okay, the day is going by pretty quickly. I've got stuff to do, guys. I need to go. But I have enjoyed this morning chit-chat session with you. As I said, some Saturday coming up, I don't know when, maybe in August, I will be doing an all-day live. I'm going to make sure I get my husband's permission for it, but I think he'll be okay with the day. No? No?
No.
I'm not allowed to do an all-day live again?
You're not allowed to ever do another live again.
He's being silly. Anyway, I will see you guys later. I'm going to go get my day started, get my simple allergy checklist ready, and do what I need to do. Today is Monday today? Yeah, Monday. I have some phone calls I need to make. One of them is to the tax lady and find out when my appointment is, because I don't remember, and see if I can just bring my papers in then, so I don't have to try to email them to her. If not, then I guess I'll just have to try to take pictures of them for tax discussion. All right. So everybody have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Love y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And yes, so we will see you tonight probably on another live. God bless. Have a wonderful day, everybody. See you then.